Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is episode 295 of the world famous, the universally loved, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call it online marketing moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is June the 1st, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new month. It's a new day. Are you ready? Are you ready to rock and roll this month? Are you ready to take it over? Are you ready to hit some goals? Are you ready to knock it out the park? Well, if you are, then ladies and gentlemen, this is the podcast for you. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something that I see people talk about on a regular basis, but it's very important that you keep this in mind. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what we call energy, positive energy. Ladies and gentlemen, what you don't want is you don't want to use up a lot of your energy on things that are out of your control. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, and what am I talking about? Things that you can't control. You can't control anything or anybody but your own actions. Okay, don't worry about the family member who doubts you. Don't worry about the job that wants you to work, extra hours. Don't worry about people online who criticize you for your content you produce. Don't worry about this one. Don't worry about that one. Ladies and gentlemen, save your energy for things that are important. What's important is the content you produce. What's important is the business that you are trying to run. What is important is making the money that you want to make, having the time, freedom that you want, satisfying the people that are in your immediate family. And what I mean by that is a significant other, maybe a child, maybe a dog, maybe a cat, a pet, whatever you consider as the most important people in your life. Those are the people that you should give energy to. Everything else, I wouldn't even worry about it. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is I give you a great example. Here we go. As an example. A long time ago, I told you this before, but we will tell it again. Long time ago, I decided I wanted to do, well, a long time ago, I wanted to make some money. Okay, I wanted to make some money. And I was working at a prison and money was not to be made there. No, it was a good job, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the job, I enjoyed the work. I like working with my dad. Me and my dad worked at the same prison. I enjoyed working with my dad. I enjoyed meeting new people. I met a nice couple of people. And the inmates, of course, it's not to go off on a we're gonna go off on a sidebar real quick. It's so strange when you work at these because you see criminals on TV, you see people that are locked up on TV, and you have this idea, you have this, imagination about them. You think they're evil, horrible people, and it's so strange to work at a prison, to be around these people on a daily basis, because you realize, you go, yeah, these people have done evil, evil things. Of course, most of them claim they're innocent, but we all know it might be a small percentage that actually are innocent, of course. But the majority of them did the crime that they did. And it's so strange how you get to know these people. And not that you say that you're never supposed to have sympathy for the people, because you have to realize, they've done crimes, but you do have empathy because, they have a mother and a brother and all this stuff. And actually a lot of these people, and this is why probably they're criminals, but a lot of these people are actually kind of charming. And it's so funny. You see them talking and you go, you're a pretty intelligent person, like what caused you to end up here, But it's so strange. You get to know them people and you sort of, you never listen. Rule number 20. I've never done this. You never let your guard down. I'll give you a quick prison story, okay? Before we get back to saving your energy for other things. I give you a cool prison story. I was working there one night. It was me. I used to work in the gym. So just imagine a gym. It's you. It's another guy. It's two of us. Me and my man, Fast Freddy. We worked in the gym. It's two of us. It's like 60 inmates. So we're working, and then I remember all of a sudden the lights went out. And I mean, the lights went out, and we had walkie talkies. So immediately, what you're supposed to do is you turn off your walkie talkie, you slowly walk to the back, and we have this office in there. You open up the door, and you lock the door. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's what. And I remember I tapped Freddie on the shoulder because we were sitting right next to each other. Tap Fast Freddie on the shoulder, and we just pulled away. We stepped back, stepped all the way back, got to the gym, opened the door, locked the door, and he said, "Man," he said, "what if we didn't have these?" He said, "Man, can you believe that?" I said, "Man, are you kidding me? Can you imagine?" I said, "Half these people don't like us." I said, "They would have whooped out, you know what?" And it was like 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes, the lights came on, and I remember a guy walked by and he knocked on the thing. He said, "You two mother was scared, what?" And I said, no, we was not scared, but we had to follow protocol. Listen, I wasn't scared, but I ain't dealing with that. You know what I mean? I'm not taking any chances. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the task at hand. Let's get back to saving your energy for things that are important. Now, we was talking about me doing, and I went to this meeting about multi-level marketing, and I went to the meeting, and the guy was talking about how much money you can make, and my eyes got big, and I was all excited, and I was like, okay, cool. And I remember, there's a stigmatism against multi-level marketing, whether good or bad or indifferent. I don't know. I don't care. If you ever tried it, great. If you haven't, great. You know what I mean? If you have bad connotations about it, it's nothing I can do about that. Nothing anybody can do about that. Your experience is your experience. We all had different experiences. My experience wasn't good, wasn't bad. It was just I tried it, didn't work. Realized, hey, maybe this is not for me. So I didn't do it anymore. Tried it twice. Just wasn't my, it wasn't my thing. But so I went there, tried it. But the one reason why people do not make it in multi-level marketing, one reason why people do not make it is because they listen to too many outside noises, because there's a lot of negative connotation, as I said, about multi-level marketing. So as soon as you get involved and you're like, hey, I want you to, and this is one mistake that people make about anything, in my opinion, is they rely too much on friends and family when it comes to this stuff. Like I told you before about this podcast, you listen to this podcast, you enjoy this podcast, I appreciate you. I thank you very much. But one thing I have not done, and one thing I haven't done in the 9 months that I've been doing this podcast, is I have not told a friend, a family member, besides my brother. I told my brother because I don't know, he's my brother. And he likes, I told you before, he was the man of 1,000 ideas. He is part of the reason I'm doing this, because he used to give me all these ideas. He used to give me this inspiration. I'm thinking, man, my brother's guy has a lot of ideas, and my brother wants to try a lot of different things. And my brother used to always tell me, man, I don't want to be poor forever. You know what I mean? So for me, he was part of my inspiration. He's part of the journey why I am here now. Okay, so I shared it with him. And of course, he told my mom, but because they walked in, and my brother was listening to the show, and my mom walked in. My mom said, "Who is that?" And my brother said, "That's your son." And my mom was all, "Oh man," But other than that, besides my wife, of course, and my wife was annoyed at me because I didn't tell my wife for 3 months. Because the reason why I don't do that is for one, people always want to go off what they think. People want to go by the perception that they have of you. If you are a in your past life, maybe you goofed off a lot. Maybe you didn't meet these people's expectations. So a lot of times people like to project what they used to know about you onto you. So if you tell somebody, hey, I'm doing this, I'm creating these videos on YouTube, they're gonna go, how long are you gonna do that? And that's the first thing you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear a lot of negativity. So me myself, I don't I don't have the time for that. I don't feel like hearing that. So I avoid that and I just don't tell people. And eventually they will find out. And eventually I will tell them. It's not a big deal. I'm not trying to hide anything. You can look it up. People will find what they find. You know what I mean? Like if somebody types in your name and you're doing this whole thing and they go, "Oh, I saw you online. You're doing this thing." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm doing this thing." They're either gonna jump on board, they're gonna listen, or they're not. It doesn't matter. So for me, the energy that you want to give out, the energy you want to save your energy. Don't try to convince people. Don't try to convince family members. Don't try to convince coworkers. Don't try to convince anybody that you are doing this. You are trying to be great. You don't have to convince anybody. You are already great. And you are just giving the world the information that you have. You are giving the world a piece of you. You are giving the world your greatness. And so that's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter about people, their feelings about you, their feelings towards you. It doesn't matter the negative vibes that they give off. None of that matters. None of that should matter to you. And there's always going to be a negative connotation when it comes to you trying to create something, because a lot of people project themselves onto you as well. And as far as business, because a lot of people will say, it's hard to run a business. It's tough. It's tough. And it's tough. You already know that. You know it, and I know it. And this whole thing is tough. And trying to create something out of not thin air, but you are trying to create something for yourself. You listen to this podcast and you are trying to create something for yourself. You are trying to create something online. You are trying to create a job, create a business for yourself. And I commend you for that. And I appreciate that. And the audience appreciates that. Your audience will appreciate that. But we both know that people that know you, people that used to know you, are going to, because people love to skew in the negativity. Unfortunately, it's sad, but it's true. And they will be like, I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't want you to get hurt. It's like, nah, I'm not worried about that. Everybody's gonna fail at something. You just have to you just have to swing for the fences. You know what I mean? Like aim high. Why not aim high? What's the point of always being gunshot? What's the point of always not trying, not shooting your shot? Like what? There's no point in that. I just had a discussion with my friend the other day, and he was telling somebody his business is successful, but he's not as big as I believe Krispy Kreme or something like that. And they say you shouldn't say that, and he's like, "What the f else am I going to say? Obviously, I know my business is successful. Like I don't have to be there anymore. We have 3 stores, 4 stores, and things are running smoothly. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about it. Would I like to be bigger? Of course, but for right now, it is what it is." And I was like, "Yeah," because I mean, what I'm like, I'm all for positivity, but at the same time, we have to live in a reality based world. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people love to talk positivity. People love to tell you, rah rah, sexy boom bah. But let's be realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking to create $1 billion. I'm not looking to create $1 trillion business. The business I create, who knows how big it's gonna get? Who knows? I'm just trying to create something for myself that I can do on a regular basis, and I can do from home. I can do from anywhere. Like that's my goal, and I want to make money from it, of course, and I want to make a lot of money from it, of course. But I have no cap. I have no expectations. I have no, I have goals that like in 3 months, I want to get away from the job that I have, Of course, that kind of stuff I have, but at the same time, money, I have no cap. There's no, I'm gonna make $1 billion. I'm gonna make $1 million. No, there's no cap. There's no, when it comes to money, we're just out here, you know what I mean? Like don't limit yourself, because I know my goal was, 3 months of $10,000, but that's my goal for my wife, just to show her like, hey, here you go. Here's the proof. Now let me roam, let me roam the earth, like let me go get it. You know what I mean? So for the energy that you want to save your energy, you want to be protective of your energy and protective of your time, because that is the most important thing that you have. Time is infinite, don't get me wrong, but you don't want to waste a lot of time with a lot of negative people. You don't want to waste your time with a lot of naysayers, because who cares about their opinion? And you don't want to waste your time worried about people's opinions, because at the end of the day, it's you looking in the mirror, is you creating this business for yourself, is you, and you're doing it for a cause. You're doing it for you, you're doing it for, like I said, people in your immediate circle. Just think about the immediate circle who are the most important people in your immediate circle. For me, it's my wife, it's my unborn baby, and then my parents, they're not too bad either. You know what I mean? Like, but my wife and my baby, are the two most important people, in my life. Those are the two people that I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? Like, and for me as well, because we talked about this before, and I've told you this before. It's great to say who I'm doing it. It's great to say all of us to say who we're doing it for, but we're also doing it for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, they love us regardless. Don't get me wrong. My wife loves me. My baby's gonna love me. It doesn't matter. But we are doing it for ourselves as well. So don't forget that part. Like, I know a lot of people like, no, I'm doing it for, but no. Like, I want to make a lot more money than I'm making now, because I want to donate to charity. I donate to charities now, but I want to donate more money, and I also want to be at home, working from home, because I like being at home, and I know that truck driving, there's a one of these days, at the rate I'm going truck driving wise, I'm going to work some, either going to be physically not able to do it no more, and they're going to throw me right out the door. We both know that. They're going to shove my ass right out the door, or I'm just going to get old, and I'm going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. But with the business that I'm running, with the podcast and the videos and all this stuff, I will want to do this until I'm 80, 90, however long, God has me on this earth. I'm going to want to do this, but I know the job that I have. No, I don't. As soon as they say, if I had to keep doing that, as soon as I was 62, 65, I'd be like, yeah, I'm out of here. Goodbye, but I don't want to do that. I want to stop now. I want to be able to do this on a regular basis, because this doesn't feel like work. This is fun. I like doing this. I enjoy doing this. For me, this is a good time. I enjoy doing the podcast. I enjoy being with you. I enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy doing the internet marketing, the online marketing, the affiliate marketing. I enjoy doing all that. I enjoy the writing. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the emailing, making the sales, getting more people to listen to the podcast. This is an enjoyment for me. You know what I mean? The driving, no, it's not an enjoyment. That's something that I've done to make a living, to make a wage, a decent wage. Don't get me wrong, but I'm over that. You know what I mean? So for you, make sure you are saving your energy. Make sure you are giving out the energy. Make sure you are putting the energy that you need into things that you want to do, like online activities, online marketing, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, whatever you want to do. Make sure you are putting your energy into that and important things. Don't put your energy into trying to prove yourself to anybody, or, anything. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. At the end of the day, you came into this world by yourself, you're leaving this world by yourself, okay? It's you. You are the most important person. You can help you. We are in this. You only you can help you out. You know what I mean? Like, I can help you out somewhat. I can say, hey, you should try this, try that out. But at the end of the day, you have to get up. You have to not be worried about what people think. You have to not care about what people think. You have to save your time. You have to save your energy, and you have to apply yourself. Put the effort in, put the time in, put the work in, and you can do it, and you will be able to do it. And don't worry about people, and don't give your energy away to people, because people will waste your time. Okay. I'm telling you what I know. People will waste your time. Okay. Don't let people waste your time. Don't give you energy because the life force, you know what I mean? Like not to sound crazy or nothing, but you can you ever work with somebody or you ever been around somebody all day and you like, geez Louise, I am tired. They worn me out. Okay. And not in a good way. Babies can wear you out, but it's in a good way. I hang around my nephew, play with my nephew back in the day. I'd be tired. I'm like, whoo, that kid got a lot of energy, but it was fun. And that's out of love. You ever work with somebody, you have to be around somebody, and you're like, this guy's draining all the energy I got. Okay. This guy or gal, okay, is draining all the energy out of my system. Okay. So don't let people do that. All right. We brought this up because today is June the 1st. We are halfway through the year, and I don't want you to be focused on the wrong things. I don't want you to focus on people, things. I just want you to focus on you, focus on your business, focus on the people that really care about you, focus on the people that are going to be in your corner no matter what. Everybody's not going to come with you. Everybody might start with you, but everybody ain't going to end with you. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. That is the end of the show. We will be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Resign. No, and I appreciate you for listening. Thank you for listening. And as always, everybody, peace.